Have you been involved in a fatal car accident? In a moment I will give you vital information on what to do in order to proceed with your case. When this video has finished, you know what to do and how to do it. If you have been involved in a car crash where one of the involved was deceased, then don't wait for too long before you seek legal advice. In such hard times you need both someone who is your support when you're mourning, but also someone who is on your side in the process against, for instance, insurance companies or other stakeholders. Both of these roles are important and they will relieve you from much of the burden in your hard times of mourning. Having to take on insurance companies and the law without having the legal support that you need can be the difference between a total failure and a total success, or just a success in your legal case. Don't go through this alone. A fatal car accident will of course change your life, especially if the deceased one was a family member or a relative or a close friend. The crash itself, which is terrible in itself, is only part of what you will experience of what can become a very long process of claims, determining faults, recovering and getting a closure that feels that justice has been made. You can never get your loved ones back, but if you get a closure that feels like justice has been made, it might be a little bit easier to cope with the new situation. The average cost for a funeral in the United States is between $7,000 and $12,000 if there is a real burial. If it is with cremation, it varies between $6,000 and $7,000. Handling the economical issues and the legalities will of course add additional burden above the mourning. Try to get as much help as you can for the practical things. Of course there will be cost for handling the deceased in a respectful way. At hard times like that it's not easy to handle the practicalities while mourning, even less to have to think of the legal actions. This is likely to limit your ability to return to work in your full capacity. This combination of factors can be horrendous if you are left to deal with them on your own. There are several reasons to why fatal car accidents occur. No matter how the accidents occurred, your recovery is what matters the most, not to mention trying to help your soul heal from the loss you had. In order to properly heal from the incident, you will need financial compensation to cover your medical bills, psychologist assistance, lost wages and any property damage you might have experienced. Compensation in your physical or psychological injury claim can also cover for your loss of enjoyment of life and your pain and suffering. This is where the lawyers for handling fatal car accidents will fight for full and fair compensation to reduce any financial burden and help your recovery and make you feel that justice has been fulfilled. Examples of what the law firms will do for you are: start to build your case, handle all communications with insurance companies, point you in the right direction for the services that you need, medical or others, obtain police accident reports and thoroughly investigate the case, interview witnesses, collect documentary evidence to establish who is at fault and liable for damages, negotiate a favorable settlement, or take your case to trial if a settlement is not possible. When handling a fatal car accident lawsuit, time is key. There is a statute of limitations from the date the injury or death occurred. Shortly after an accident, you may be contacted by an insurance company regarding a settlement. In the event you accept such an offer, you give up all your rights to sue for more money later, even if there were unknown costs or worse than you initially thought. Do not discuss settlements with a claims adjuster until you have consulted with an experienced attorney. Attorneys and lawyers will carefully prepare and then drive a case to completion. These professionals have been fighting for many years with cases like these, so they have solid experience in handling cases of this nature. When handling insurance companies, they know how to handle them in the proper way, as some of the insurance companies tend to try to get away with as little liability as they possibly can. If these lawyers go forward with a case, they will assign enough of resources to handle it. Some of them even offer 24/7 contact interfaces through apps and hotline phone numbers. It is important for you to understand that even though you have done your part towards an insurance company, pay the premium each month to fulfill your part of the agreement, have responded to their requests for documents, etc., some companies are only focusing on their own business and not on fulfilling your rights to justice. The agreement you have with them outlines that if you had a fatal car accident, medical emergency or damage of catastrophic nature, or burial cost if emergency care couldn't save the affected person, the insurance company should cover for your losses according to the terms of your mutual contract. If an insurance company denies or undervalues a claim, they may allege that the loss is excluded from their policy, or that the damages are less than what the insured is claiming, or falls below the policy deductible. It might even be that the insurance company's so-called independent experts or independent adjusters have decided that no covered loss occurred and that it is excluded from the policy. When an insurance company is gathering evidence to deny a claim, they are usually very deceitful about it. They trick the policyholder into believing that they just need a little bit more time, or one more document, or one more statement in order to finalize and pay the full value of the claim. Especially when mourning, this can become a big problem, since emotions of course are rolling. Do not wait until you have a problem to protect your rights and yourself. You have legal rights to require insurance companies to timely evaluate and pay the full value of your claim in good faith. If an insurance company has failed to fully pay you within 30 days, then you need legal advice from a lawyer or attorney. If an insurance company is making any unreasonable request, then you need to get legal assistance. If an insurance company is asking you for a sworn statement, you need legal assistance. If an insurance company is asking you for any unreasonable request, you need legal assistance. Way too many people wait to contact a lawyer because they think that they can't afford an attorney. You can absolutely afford an attorney in insurance cases when you only pay if the insurance company pays you. What makes it hard is that there is a loss of a loved one. You might lose your claims in full if you are too late in seeking legal assistance. Some law firms does not charge you anything for the initial consultation to explain your rights to you, so you don't risk anything to seek legal assistance. Attorneys know how to protect your rights and hold insurance companies accountable. Contact them as soon as you can. Go to the page we link to below in the description, and then on the page you will come to, fill in your email address, state and type of case, and you will then be presented the right phone number to call so that you get to talk to the right person or right office right away. I know that after an accident like yours, there are a lot of things to do and it's hard to keep up the pace. Therefore I suggest that you subscribe to this channel to see when we release a new video. If you also click the bell icon and set it all, then you will also get a notification. On the next page, you're asked to enter your email address, your state and type of accident. With this information, we will direct you to the right number to call. Good luck!